to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I organised my fridge freezer. So sit back and enjoy the video. So this is my fridge freezer. It's an American style fridge freezer with the freezer on the left hand side and the fridge on the right hand side. So I'm just going to show you every shelf and how I store and organise my food, and I'll also go through some of the food that I buy. So on the top shelf, this is where I store all of my breaded products. So I've got a loaf of bread there, I've got some bagels at the back and some buns. I also keep a big pot of yogurt there, that's for Manif, my husband. And at the back there's also some grated cheese. Underneath this we have a drinks rack, which actually came with the fridge, which is really handy as we store all of our bottled drinks on this rack. On the second shelf and on the third shelf actually is where I store my dairy products and eggs. So for my dairy sections of the fridge, I like to use these really cool plastic fridge trays. These are from Poundland and they come in different widths. I'll show you this one. It's the slimmest one and it's really handy to store all your yogurt pots, and if you have children then really good for carton drinks, for example. This one is where we store our eggs. This one actually came with the fridge, so at the bottom it's kind of rigid so the eggs can sit nicely, so I really like that one. These two are from Poundland and these were from Poundland also. So in this bigger tray, which is the biggest, I like to store all of my spreads. So we've got some peanut butter jam, soft cheese and some butter. It's just really easy and really handy, so you don't have to take everything out if you need to get something from the back of the fridge. You just pull out the tray and grab what you need and go. And then the second shelf I keep my milk in, and I've got another tray. This is the medium-sized tray from Poundland, and here I keep my coleslaw and just a big tub of yogurt for myself. On the next shelf, this is where I like to keep our bottled water. Always have to keep stock of water because it's so hot outside right now, and it's always good to keep water with you to keep you hydrated. And I also, in this space, I just keep some food, just food that's ready to heat up and pop in the oven. Or for example, I've got some tortelloni here, which is just a really quick dinner option. So here is more like water and quick dinner options for the days I come home and I'm too tired to cook a proper meal. My next shelf, this is the shelf that I always like to keep free because this is where I store my cooked food, so anything that's left over. Currently I have a big pot of chicken curry which is left over from yesterday, and I also have some takeaway containers with some food. So my mum has given us some tomato tenga, if you know what that is, and we also have some food which I got from a party yesterday. So this shelf is always free for leftover food. Under this is two fridge drawers. So these two drawers are the coolest part of the fridge, and it's where I keep all my fruit and veg. Let's see what I have inside my fridge drawer. Nice and colourful. So I've got some oranges, some Chinese pears, apples, some bananas, some grapes, avocado, and I've got a really nice little mango from Bangladesh. So this drawer is purely for fruits, and every week we change up the fruits. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the fruits. And for the vegetable drawer, this is what we have. So we've got a nice selection of vegetable. I always keep my garlic and ginger in here. There's always a cucumber, I've got some aubergines, some tomatoes and carrots, some nice juicy lemons and some peppers. Again with this one, we always change up the veg. I normally keep veg which I can use for stir fries or for boiling. So that's my fruit and veg drawers. These are my favourite drawers of the fridge because when I open the fridge it just looks so nice and colourful, and it's just really encouraging to want to eat more healthily. So that is the first part of the fridge, and I'll now show you the door side of the fridge. So on the top shelf is where I keep my pestos and antipasti bits. So we've got some chutney, some sun-dried tomatoes, green and red pesto, and some jalapenos. Then we have a skinny shelf here, which is perfect for my almond milk. I cannot eat dairy, so I'm trying this stuff out, which is actually quite nice. I can't really taste it in my cereals. We've got some Nando's Perinaise. There is also a Brita water filter here, which comes with the fridge. And then lower down, I've got another skinny kind of shelf, and I keep my soy sauce, sweet chili sauce, and big fat ketchup, which runs out so quickly in here, even though there's only 2 of us. This is where we keep all our condiments and sauces. So we've got some garlic and herb, spicy mayo, extra hot chili, that's for Manif. Barbecue, which is for me because I love barbecue sauce. And we've got some mayo and some salad cream. So sauces and condiments is mainly kept on the door side of the fridge. Now we are going to look at what's inside the freezer side of the fridge freezer. Okay, so the freezer I love because of how organized it looks. On the top shelf, this is where we store all our pizzas. I know, guys, this looks like a lot of pizzas, but we don't have frozen pizza every day. It's like for a Friday or on the odd day of the week when I can't or like don't have time to cook, so we just stick some pizzas in the oven and we eat that. So this no cheese pizza is from Iceland, and it's a vegan pizza because I can't have cheese, so I thought I'd try it out. And it's surprisingly very nice. It's got like caramelized onions and some mushrooms, and it's just like got a really nice sweet taste to it. So that's really nice if you wanting to try something new with no cheese. And then we've got some Goodfellas for Manif. This garlic and cheese pizza bread, also very nice, from Iceland. And we've got some cheapo £1 pizzas, which Manif just absolutely loves. And we've got some Iceland versions of Magnum's ice cream. So all they're stuck together. But this one, if you haven't tasted it, it's very nice. We get this one because we can't have the Magnum's one, as the Magnum's one is not halal. So we've got this one. Oh, guys, you really need to try this if you love chocolate. This one is so good, and I think they're currently on offer for £1.50, which is always good because I love an offer and a bargain. So that's the top shelf of the freezer. As we go down, we've got some more frozen food. Yes, I know, a lot of fish fingers, but I just like to stock up when everything's on offer. I think right now these are 75p, so I just had to get loads. And also I've got a few Linda McCartney food, which I love. This one is, oh, it's upside down, vegetarian mozzarella burgers. These are so tasty. I gave them to Manif and he didn't even realise he wasn't eating meat, so that is a winner in my book. And there goes the timer for the 100th time. Sorry about that, guys. I have actually been struggling to film this video because the timer or the alarm on the fridge just keeps going off every 20 seconds. It's so irritating. But we have some nice fish at the back and some kind of cheesy subs. And on the next shelf is where we keep our frozen fries. So we've got some French fries, some skinny fries, and some fat fries, and some garlic slices. I love garlic bread. And this is one with cheese on it, and that's also really nice as well. Honestly, Iceland is just really good for frozen food, but I think that's actually what they're known for, aren't they? They just, oh, it's clues in the name, Iceland. I just realised that. Wow, how sad. Right, and then underneath this shelf we have some ice cube trays. These trays have come with the fridge. Okay, this one just doesn't want to come out. And underneath this is where I keep all of my frozen fruit. So guys, in the summer especially, if you cut up and freeze your fruit when you come home from work, or when you're just feeling really hot, you can stick them in the blender and make yourself a really nice smoothie. So I've got some blueberries in this one, some orange and strawberries in this one, and some kiwi and raspberries in this one, and I've got some grapes as well. And this is also a good way to kind of, if your fruit is going really ripe and you feel like it's could go off soon, just chop them up quickly and pop them in the freezer, and it just gives it a little bit of a longer shelf life, and you can make yourself a really nice smoothie out of it. And at the bottom, just like the fridge, we have 2 fridge drawers, or freezer drawers. In the top one I keep all my fish and my prawns. So I love these prawns, which are from Iceland. King prawns, a big fat bag for £5. And in the bottom one, I mean, I won't open it, there's not much to show you, but this is where I keep all my meat, so my chicken and my lamb. So that's this side of the freezer. And moving on to the door side, this is what it looks like. And on the top shelf I keep some chopped coriander, which is like, just I go through this like, I don't know, like water, because I use this in all of my curries. And then I have some ice cream, more ice cream. This is actually for my little brother. Whenever he comes around, I make sure there's like a kiddie ice cream for him. Twister, because we love Twister. Some frozen mixed vegetables, some frozen peas, and some frozen mixed peppers. I like to keep these frozen vegetables just in case the fresh ones run out, and they're also just really good to use in stir fries and pilaus. So that is how I store my food on the freezer side of the fridge freezer. So that's it, guys. This is how I store my food. I hope you found that... Oh, I'll let the door open. I hope you found that quite interesting, and I hope it's given you some ideas on how to store your food and just make life easier for yourself. And there goes the alarm, and I think that's my cue to leave.